Hello all my RC people. Today we will be discussing the Laegendary Legend. It's a 1/10 scale, splash-proof truck, 4-wheel drive, and it's kind of an interesting design. This was sent to me by Legend RC to review, and I'm going to give it an honest review, a thorough review, and a fair review. So today we will be discussing what is in this truck, what it consists of, what to expect from it, what's inside of it, we will be bashing it, and more. So the first thing you should notice is that it is like a clamshell style, so none of your electronics are really exposed. You can see your 60 amp ESC sitting right on top, but other than that, the rest of it's all under there. So if you remove these two, all you gotta do is turn them this way, and your little cap will pop off. And that will give you access to your battery bay where you can hook up 2 batteries. And it comes with 2 1600 milliamp 2S25C lipo batteries, which is pretty cool. That, along with that T-plug, is going to give you pretty good run time. Or you can just use one by itself. They also include all your chargers and stuff you need as well if you're just getting started. Now, as you notice, this has twin shocks. And that's for a reason. This thing has twin 390 motors. And as you can see by looking at those twin 390 motors, I've gone ahead and removed like 20 screws so we could get there. You'll notice that it is all metal gears, and they've actually done a decent job at greasing it. It's a metal drivetrain, and also metal 12mm hexes, and metal drive shafts. Now the other cool thing about this is it does have metal skid plates on the bottom and a metal brace in the front. And these are oil-filled shocks. I opened one up to check it out just to be sure. And one of the other cool things I like about this is it is a very flexible plastic, which means lots of impact, less breakage. It also includes tail lights and headlights. You got to pop them in yourself, but it's real easy. They just go in right there and right there. Literally, you can take your thumb and push them back out. And there's just 2 little tiny clips that go in there. And you just push and they pop into place. And on top of that, you just plug them in right into the top of the ESC right there, which I currently have them unplugged. So, tires. These tires are okay. They're kind of a harder plastic. A really good looking wheel design on the inside though. I do like that. They seem to have a good gripping design. If you look, there's kind of like the C cutout wedges to go along with the chevron looks. But I think it ought to dig pretty decent. So this is a splash-proof ESC. That means you can take it through mud puddles and probably about chassis depth water. I would not go any further than that. There's a good chance that this is not going to handle anything more than a splash. Maybe a little bit of a soaking, but I definitely wouldn't go anywhere where you might submerge it. You'll probably have to replace your electronics. But speaking of electronics, they also give you a handy dandy lipo bag. And a pretty nice set of spare parts and a good set of instructions that have everything you need to order your new parts in the back. So, enough chit-chatting about this thing. Let's get it out and run it. We're going to run it, and we're going to run it hard. See how it holds up, see how it does, and see if it's actually worth it. These come in at, I believe, right around $150 to $160. I will leave a link in the description below. And depending on how the rest of this video goes, you decide whether you want to check it out or not. But we're going to give it a fair chance, and I will catch you out on the track. One more note. So getting both of your lipo batteries in at the same time can be a challenge. It can be done. I wanted to show you this so you kind of had an idea of how to stack it in there. They have to be laying horizontally. If you try to put them vertically, they will not go. But if you get them in there horizontally and all lined up, you will be able to put it on there and tighten them down. You'll be good to go. I will probably actually only be running 1 battery at a time after this video, just for convenience. I'll switch it out when it goes, and that'll be that. Alright, so we've reached the bash spot. Got a nice little mixture of grass and gravel. Got a few hills and some picnic tables we can jump off of. Kind of a dreary day. So it's a good chance to see how well the lights work, but you can see they're pretty bright. The tail lights there. And your radio is just a standard 2.4 gigahertz and has a nice foam wheel on it, and takes 3 AA batteries, and it has a high and low speed, plus all your normal trims and reverses. Oh, enough is enough. Let's get this thing and run it. Whoa! All right, kicked her up on its back already. Like it does fairly decent in the grass. It's not super fast, but it's fast enough to be fun, and it's surprisingly responsive. Good steering. Looks like that works pretty good. Let's see if I can actually hit this ramp I got set up over here. Woo! Oh, and we're off again. Took a nice hard hit on the rear that time. Drag up through the grass here, see if there's any damages. Looks to be good to go. Now, when you're just not all out sending it and you're trying to actually control it, it seems to control pretty good in the air, really. Yeah, if you hit the ramp dead on, which we don't always do. Yeah, if you just tap that reverse, tap the brake a little bit, she'll level right out. Well, I've readjusted the ramp a little bit so maybe you can get a better angle and see the thing all the way through the jump. So this thing really controls well. For being an introductory RC, or what you would call a introductory hobby grade, I guess, it really performs well. It has plenty of control not in the sky, which is something you really need to learn if you're wanting to get into RC bashing anyway. It really handles so good in the air. I have literally been driving this truck for like 20 minutes now, folks. This battery lasts forever. I haven't broke it yet. Not only do you get a long battery life with this thing, it can take the abuse to go with it. So for the price, it seems to be just as durable as any other of your major RC brands, and it's a pretty daggone good looking truck. So I'd like to thank Laegendary RC for sending this to me to test, and I'd like to thank you all for watching it. I'll make sure that link is in the description. If you want one of these, I don't think you'll be upset with your purchase. It runs pretty daggone good. Alright everybody, this is Brent from Adventure Time RC. I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope to catch you on the next video.